Once upon a time in the quaint little village of Bubbleston, there lived a curious young boy named Benny. Benny had a wild mop of curly hair and an imagination even wilder. His favorite pastime was blowing bubbles in the garden with his trusty bubble wand. But these weren't ordinary bubbles, these were Benny's magical bubbles, and each one held the promise of an adventure. One sunny afternoon, as Benny was busy making the biggest bubble he could, something magical happened. His bubble grew and grew until it was big enough for him to hop inside. Without thinking twice, Benny climbed into the big, shimmering bubble. The bubble gently lifted him off the ground, rising higher and higher into the sky. "Whoa!" exclaimed Benny as he gazed down at the shrinking houses, trees, and streets. Inside the bubble, everything looked colorful and distorted, like looking through a rainbow-colored glass. Benny soon realized that his bubble was taking him to faraway places he had only read about in books. First, they floated over an enchanted forest where the leaves whispered secrets of ancient times. In the forest, Benny saw a friendly fox who waved and a family of owls that blinked curiously at his bubble. Next, the bubble carried Benny over the sparkling sea. He could see dolphins dancing in the waves below and a giant sea turtle slowly paddling along. Benny waved hello to the creatures before his bubble blew on, carried by the gentle sea breeze. After that, Benny's bubble took him to the top of a snow-capped mountain where the gentle giant, Yeti, lived. Yeti chuckled as he saw the boy in the bubble, waving his fluffy arms in greeting. Benny delightedly waved back before the bubble once again set course towards new adventures. As the sun began to set, the bubble floated towards an ancient castle golden with the light of the dusk. Benny's eyes widened with excitement as he saw a real dragon flying above the castle towers, its scales shimmering in the fiery sunset. It was a peaceful dragon, of course, and it flew alongside Benny's bubble. But soon, Benny realized it was time to go home. "I've seen so much today," Benny mused, "but I miss home now." Almost as though his bubble understood him, it turned around and began to drift back to Bubbleston. The bubble slowly descended, landing gently in Benny's garden just as the moon peeked from behind fluffy clouds. Benny stepped out of the bubble, his mind buzzing with all the wonderful stories he could tell his friends. That night, Benny fell asleep dreaming not of ordinary things, but of magical bubbles carrying him to new adventures. And while his friends might not believe his tales of enchanted forests, sparkling seas, gentle giants, and castles with dragons, Benny knew that in the world of imagination, anything was possible.